We went to Dallas for my daughter's cheer competition, and in between everything, we took the kids to this place where they get to try different careers. It was so cute. The kids were firefighters, doctors, pilots, news reporters, chefs, badges. They clocked in, they did the job, they earned their little checks, and then they clocked out. And I sat there watching them thinking, when do moms clock out? Let me say, because being a wife and being a mom, that's not a shift. We're on call. We're the planners, we're the remembers, we're the emotional regulators, we're the default parent, the backup plan. When the ones who notice when something feels off, we're that person. Even when we're resting, our mind isn't. I love my life, I really do. I trade it? Absolutely not. Is it overwhelming? Absolutely. I think we need to normalize that. You can love your life and still need a break. You can love your husband and still need space to breathe. You can love your kids and still want 30 minutes of silence. That does not mean you're ungrateful. It does not mean you're trying to leave. It does not mean you don't appreciate the life you have. It means you're human. And I think sometimes, especially in entrepreneur households, especially when the husband is the provider. When he's the provider, the visionary, the builder, it can look like, well, I'm working hard for us. And I appreciate that. But being the provider doesn't erase the weight of being on call. It doesn't erase the mental load. It doesn't erase the emotional labor. And sometimes women feel guilty for even saying, I'm tired. We'll tell ourselves, I'm fine, I'm good, I got it, even when we don't. But watching these kids clock in and clock out made me realize something. Breaks don't mean you quitting. Breaks means you're sustaining. There's no award for burnout. There's no trophy for exhaustion. And there's no prize for silently carrying everything just to prove you can. The strongest women I know aren't the ones who never rest. The ones who reset. They're the ones who say, I need a minute so I can come back stronger. And that's what I'm learning in this season. I don't want out of my life. I don't want to be on my own. I don't want to escape. I just want rhythm. I want balance. I want to be present without feeling stretched thin. I think that's something more moms need to say out loud. You are allowed to take a break. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to need help. You are allowed to be everything for everyone at the same time. And that doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. And watching them kids pretend to be grown-ups for a day, clocking in and out of the job, it was cute. I smiled because one day they'll understand life isn't about never getting tired. It's about knowing when to breathe.